plus you're giving up yardage.
And the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Good. 180. 51.
Watch the run. They're running it.
One touch.
A handoff, McCaffrey running right. And, whoa, he's going to hope that that is not a sign of things to come. A rude welcoming to this ball game. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And it'll make this a 2nd and long.
Hey, let's go. Let's calm the crowd. Watch the screen. Watch
King.
Watch the screen.
Alert. Hey, Charlie. One touch.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Hunter Henry brings it in. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards.
Well, things are looking pretty darn good on this first drive, aren't they? Came right out, set the tone, this time with a big pass play.
And if the peek behind the curtain that they gave us or their game plan, I don't think that's going to be the last one we see.
I think you're exactly right about that.
So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10.
51 to Mike. 51.
Running the sweep with McLaurin.
Let's go. Let's bring it.
And he'll be taken down just shy of the red zone at the 21.
Great job.
A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early, because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Good. 20.
52 right here. 52. Come on, D.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down. Now Mayfield on 4th down. He's got Adams on the hookup. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one.
Hey, that QB's trash. Let's go.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That'll go as a loss of 5. And it'll be a 2nd and long.
Good. 180.
Mike, 51. Hey, let's get some penetration here. Let's get some penetration.
McCaffrey. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout. And that means your offense has to keep pace.
And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. 4th down, Mayfield. And that is going to be incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And this crowd loves it as their guys hold on the opening drive.
Turnover on downs.
Here we go, D. Get off the field. Watch switch. Shift.
Lucky 48. Blue draw quarters. What's that?
This is Alvin Kamara, who made the Pro Bowl in each of his first 2 NFL seasons. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Brings up second and a yard.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with second and a yard.
Check.
This is the third-round pick out of FAU, Devin Singletary. And they're able to bring him down at the 20.
Get ready.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Key eight. Single.
A first down throw for Cousins. He's going to let this go deep for Lee. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Bobby McCain. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. Slings this deep for McLaurin. It's caught inside the 25. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That goes for a gain of 31. Throwing, Mayfield. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return.
Let's go.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
We got to get to the ball, D. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving.
Throwing, Cousins. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. A 14-yard first down pickup for the Jaguars. We're scoreless after one. Second quarter now from Jacksonville, and it's the Jags with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Cousins now to throw on first down. He finds Corey Davis. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a first down.
Here I come.
They'll run on first down with Singletary. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
It's easy work, and it's coming again.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
On 2nd and 9, Cousins completes it to Davis. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 46. From the gun, here's Cousins. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Chris Jones in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. After the sack, oh, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. Cousins. And that going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Here's Cousins. Going up top. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. That'll be a 47-yard punt, officially 5 on the return. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Hey, Haywood!
Mayfield on first down. He completes it to Henry. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 17 yards on the play and a Buccaneer first down. Mayfield now from the 50. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Hey, alert!
Throwing again, Mayfield on 2nd and 10. It's caught here by Adams. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Davante Adams. Touchdown number 22 on the season, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Josh Lambo now for the point after. And that one gives the Bucs a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Buccaneers 7, Jaguars nothing. Josh Lambo set to kick off.
And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. Now a pass here caught by Edelman. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's their 2nd, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this 2nd quarter. We'll be right back.
Here we go. Here we go.
On 3rd down, Cousins. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. On 1st and 10, Cousins. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked, but instead they'll keep it on 2nd down. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Again, it's Cousins. Uncorks one for Davis. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Corey Davis, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
They'll throw again. Cousins. He rifles one that's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 47. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
Yeah, he's just trying to throw this ball into the hole in the zone, but those windows can open and close quickly, especially in the middle of the field. So if the timing's not right, we'll see interceptions like that one right there.
Now Mayfield slings this deep from McLaurin. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. On third down, Mayfield. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted, picked by Ronnie Harrison. And he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or...
And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Jaguars. Marquise Lee, 81 yards, as they are now on the board here in the first half.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
You said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is taken at the 3. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And we're under a minute to go here. What's been an even first half all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. Couple completions, just string them together. Could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Christian McCaffrey, touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Bucs have taken the lead. Boy, the action just coming fast and furious right now. If you got up to go get a drink from the fridge, you picked the wrong time. 2 long touchdowns.
Yeah, and that's how you answer a one-play drive with a one-play drive of your own. And you're exactly right. If you step away from the action, my dad took me to a Major League Baseball game when I was 8. I needed to go to the bathroom. Of course, while we're in the bathroom, grand slam home run.
Well, it tends to happen that way, doesn't it?
Yeah, my dad still hasn't forgiven me.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do or, I guess, don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
And obviously not fooling anybody here as they stop him behind the line of scrimmage. The Bucs forced to use their third and final timeout as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. Cousins now. He's got the hook up to Lee. And he gets this down deep into Tampa Bay territory. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. From the red zone now, Cousins. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up first and goal. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Alvin Kamara in the final seconds of the first half as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Gold with the extra point, and we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. And he'll return this one all the way onto the other side of the field.
The Bucs take over first and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Good. 180. Watch Mike. Hey, real. Pick it up, D. Jim.
Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey.
Run.
So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a time ball game here heading to break. As we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando, that's where we check in with a coach and our EA Sports halftime report. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game. We'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
Staying on the ground on first with Kamara. They'll be brought down at the 21 after a pickup of 4.
Here comes the boom.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest game, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Let's make these babies cry. Yellow.
Watch out.
Hey, Foxtrot.
36. 57.
On second down, Kamara.
Watch the pass.
And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call run fits, everyone was in the right place.
On 2nd and 7, Cousins. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Deshaun Hand. Showing his strength and quickness there, a loss of 4. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Lucky 48.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, You'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
Well, they don't get a touchdown here on the opening drive of the third quarter, but I think maybe you still say mission accomplished as they come away with the lead.
No, absolutely. You keep the pressure on, right? You go downfield, get some points up on the board, and hope that you've motivated your defense to take the field and hold that lead.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve.
Go, 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 run!
A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
Ordinarily in short yardage, most people don't run a toss because it takes a little bit longer to develop. But some teams see it as a very physical type run because the amount of people that get out in front of the runner, offensive linemen, tight ends, sometimes an extra back, they like to run that play there and try and run over people.
From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line. From the 41, Mayfield. And that's complete to Adams. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. Third down, here's McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 10 yards there and a Buccaneer first down.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. And who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Mayfield looks to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. And he'll get this only to about the 38 as they stop him a few yards shy of the line to gain. A good pickup there, 7 yards, but it brings up 4th down.
But it's 4th down.
And now we'll get a delay here as they try to give themselves a little more room for the punt. That's going to set them back 5 yards.
They don't want it. Keep playing hard, fellas, all day. Woo! Let's get it.
So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. Now Mayfield on 4th down. Caught on the right side by Adams. And he gets it to the 34, good enough for the first. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on fourth. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. So a moment to catch our collective breath after the fourth down conversion. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. A first down throw for Mayfield. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Melvin Ingram in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Throwing on second and long. Mayfield, and we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
The Bucs on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and a mile. Now a give, right side McCaffrey. That'll be good for 6, but now it's 4th down. Charles, this one not over, certainly, but you set the magic number earlier in this game at 20 points. Said that they would need to hold them right around that marker under it. What are you seeing here?
Well, that number is still in play because we said, okay, 20 or under gives them a chance to win. Right on pace for being in that range. And guess what? They've got a shot.
A fourth quarter miss like that, there is no lonelier feeling than that kicker right now.
As we all know, a lot of these games, they come down to special teams. And when that chance comes, you have to perform in order to help your team get over the top.
Could have tied it. Instead, they remain down 3. And no room to maneuver there. Give them a yard up to the 47.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bathema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. Cousins to throw it. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. A Jacksonville first down on a pickup of 17.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on third down. Got the big completion and the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively, a backbreaker. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Throwing on second down. Cousins. And this would have been intercepted if he could have gotten the feet in. Instead, it's incomplete. Boy, that really could have turned this one upside down. Another incompletion would certainly be ideal defensively. A big play now. This is 3rd and 10. Throwing, Cousins. And he comes back with one complete. The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3.
57's the mic. 57's the mic. Here we go, D. Shift.
Hey, no, easy.
57's the mic. 57's the mic.
Cousins to throw for it on 4th. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Zadarius Smith. And the Buccaneers defense holds, and they get the football back. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and they're going to face a 3rd down. Mayfield on 3rd and 2. Less than 2 to play with just a field goal separating these two sides.
Oh, boy, I know you felt that one. I know you felt that one.
So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And they've got a 4th down now in a game that, to be honest, has been pretty much everything we could have asked for. And it's complete. Henry. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down. Back to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. So 2nd and inches after that 1st down completion went just shy of the marker. He's going to let it fly. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
And he finds McLaurin. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Escaping the pressure right. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Appeared to me he was just trying to find an open receiver and got forced out to his right. Had to come off of a guy downfield and try to hit his back. Unable to connect. Should have been an easier throw moving to his right, though.
Yeah, much easier, obviously, for a right-handed quarterback. If he was going to his left, a little bit tougher.
Exactly.
Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. McCaffrey. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow. Wow. How many people are watching this one right here who gave up? Because that score, they might want to try and rush back into this stadium.
Yeah, what looks like is going to be the game-deciding score, although a little bit of time left, so you can't count your chickens before they're hatched.
Well, they better come back in here and watch this one, because you and I, we're not going anywhere. We want to see this one play out.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat and mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring, and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. They'll look to throw. Looking for Edelman, and he hits him. It's complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down.
57 to Mike. Check.
Cousins. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. Back to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Bobby McCain. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
So time has run out on what will be a Tampa Bay victory, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that fourth quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the fourth quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for Tampa Bay, they continue to keep